Hey everybody, we're in the shop today to look at one of my latest project designs, and that's this shop organizer that we had in Woodsmith magazine. The project design took a little bit of an evolution for me. As far as what I started with was just kind of coming up with some basic shelves to store some stuff around the shop, and then I decided I wanted to go with something to store all my battery powered tools and all the things that go with that. And then it turned into a full workstation from there. So let's take a little bit of a tour around what we have here, and it starts down here at the bottom. I've got some equally spaced cubbies, and I've designed them around the tools that I have. And I mean, as we go through this, you could probably look at the tools you have and change it up a little bit. But it starts out with the end here. It's just a cubby that's got some cutouts here in the bottom, and that's to store my circular saw and jigsaw. And the cutouts just allow for the blade and the guards to hang down so they can sit flat on those shelves. And then as we move over, I've got a shelf here with cutouts in it to hold my drills. And then there's room down here at the bottom to store any extra batteries if you want to do that. But when I was designing this, I went for the biggest drill I could find around here and the battery attached. And as you can see, these are a little bit smaller. So there's still some space down here if you wanted to add a drawer or a little tote to store more accessories. You go with that. And then down here on this end, I've got some dividers. These are just hardboard dividers that could slide in or out as needed. But I have that to store the nailers and even my Craig jig in there. So that just keeps all those kind of organized and separated as we work our way up. I have a workstation here, and this is mounted so that this would be about, counter height, or you could go higher or lower based on your height, what you want to work at. But it's good just to kind of have an area for a little bit of workspace, or you want to set up tools or that kind of thing. And then I have some room up top. Got a bank of drawers to store drill bits and any of those kinds of accessories. So setup blocks, anything you want to keep kind of in a drawer hidden and keep the dust off of it. And then that allows there to be a shelf up here so I can add, a charger to plug in here near the end, and then any like glue bottles, what have you. So I have all this, and then it's all built with Baltic birch plywood. You could use whatever, sheet good you have accessible. I know Baltic birch is kind of expensive right now, but we like it. It's solid, it looks good, but I didn't want to have it just be a sea of Baltic birch. So I've also added some rubber shelf liner here, mat, to kind of add a little bit of, different texture, and that just kind of helps, pad that area and protect your tools. So I've got that on this shelf, and then inside the drawers as well. I got all done with this. I had a little extra plywood, so I wanted to build a wall shelf above this. It's pretty simple, uses some of the same joinery and the look. I just have some adjustable shelves on either end for just general storage. I got sandpaper and tape over here and finishing and screws over there. But then here in the middle, I like to keep my router where I can see it and accessible, but a lot of times I'll put it away with just the bit hanging down. So I got a little cutout here, so when I'm done using my router, I can just put it right there and it's not sitting on the bit and just being tippy or not. So that's just a little tip for router storage, is to add that little cutout for your bit. So I don't know, I really like what I've come up with here, but obviously it's very versatile and can be kind of changed up to whatever tools you have or what storage you might need. So you can either build it to the plans or change it up to your needs, but love to see what you come up with and share what you got. Thanks.
Woodsmithplans.com. Hundreds of professional, high-quality woodworking plans right at your fingertips. Every single plan is presented as an easy-to-download digital package that includes pages of step-by-step instructions, full color photos, illustrations, and exploded views, retail sources for hardware and supplies, plus a cutting diagram and materials list. Many plans offer handy video overviews and guides. Plus, we're proud to offer our plans in both standard and metric. Everything is here, from gorgeous heirloom furniture projects to handy shop projects and upgrades, clever, cost-effective storage solutions, as well as weekend projects and accessories that are great for gifts. All fully searchable and categorized for easy browsing. Woodsmithplans.com, everything you need for building fine woodworking projects.